All right, let's dive in and deconstruct the trailer for Dhurandhar the Revenge. We're going to go way beyond just the action shots and the music. What we're really looking at here is how this trailer is built, piece by piece, to get a specific emotional reaction out of you. We'll see how it sets up a world that's just about to explode, and more importantly, we'll break down the very specific three-step formula it lays out for getting revenge. Wow. Okay, so the trailer doesn't waste any time, does it? It throws that first punch right out of the gate. This line, it's not just a casual insult, it's the spark. It's like lighting a match in a room full of gasoline. There's no buildup, no warning. It's meant to shock you, to make you sit up and pay attention. And it signals from the very first second that this movie is not messing around. So where do they go from that opening shot? Well, it gets bigger, fast. It becomes pretty clear this isn't just some random insult. Nope. This is a direct challenge, an invitation to a fight. And the trailer is very, very specific about where this fight is supposed to go down. And there you have it. This just went from a personal taunt to an international incident. By dropping that one phrase across the border, the whole thing escalates. It's not about one person insulting another anymore. Suddenly, it's about national pride. This is that classic us versus them setup, and it's a super effective way to blow up the stakes from personal to political in less than a minute. Okay, so after setting up this huge conflict across a national border, the trailer does something really interesting. It zooms all the way in. It focuses on this one city, Liari, that's just completely falling apart. This is where the story is really going to happen, in this power vacuum where all the old rules are out the window. I mean, this is storytelling 101, right? The problem isn't just chaos, it's a question of succession. Who's going to step up and fill the void? The death of this one guy, Raymond de Kite, basically kicks off a Game of Thrones-style scramble for control. It's a question that gets planted in your head, and you can't help but want to know the answer. Who is going to fix this mess? And they don't just tell you the city is chaotic, they make you feel it. You see the fear on people's faces, you hear the nonstop gunfire, you see actual rocket launchers going off. This isn't just a city with a crime problem, it's a full-blown war zone. And in a war zone, people get desperate for a leader. Any leader. So you've got your city in total chaos, a massive power vacuum at the top. What's the solution? Well, the trailer doesn't just hint at an answer. It gives you a very clear, very brutal one. It's basically a whole ideology. This right here, this is the core philosophy of the entire movie. It's this idea you've heard in all sorts of places, from ancient philosophy to pretty much every action movie ever made. The idea that you don't just endure suffering, you embrace it. It's what makes you strong. And that's a really powerful and honestly, a very seductive idea, especially if you're feeling powerless. And it doesn't just stop at a philosophy. It gives you a recipe, a simple three-step plan to turn all that pain into power. Courage, fuel, revenge. They repeat it like a mantra, drilling it into your head. So this isn't just a theme in a movie anymore. It's being presented as a playbook, a set of instructions. So we have this personal ideology of revenge, this three-step plan. But of course, the trailer doesn't stop there. It takes this individual quest for power and just blows it up again, right back to the national level. The stakes are about to get a whole lot higher. Okay, this is where things get really, really dark. The specific choice of words, another Indian's head, suggests this has happened before. And the promise to hang it from a specific religious site, the minaret of Muridke, turns it into a shocking act of desecration. The threat isn't just violent, it's designed to be deeply humiliating. And then, bam! Right after that incredibly graphic and personal threat, the trailer cuts to this line. It jumps from one man's brutal promise to a full-blown declaration of war. That is just a masterful piece of editing. It takes all the rage of one person and channels it into a national conflict. It's a powerful and pretty dangerous mix. Now, just when you think you've got the trailer all figured out, it's about revenge, it's about nationalism, it throws a total curveball at you. A final line of dialogue that is so bizarre and so out of place that it's almost impossible to shake. This is a masterclass in psychological warfare. That word, botox, has a double meaning, and the way it's delivered is meant to throw you off balance, to make you wonder what you just heard. The threat itself is just so unsettling. It's not about physical violence. It's about total violation, about humiliation. It's a way of saying, I see everything, I know all your secrets, and I can destroy your entire world without ever touching you. So what's the takeaway here? This trailer is a carefully constructed machine designed to provoke an emotional response. It uses every trick in the book. It plays on our deepest fears, our sense of national pride, and our very human desire for simple answers to really complicated problems. It offers this tempting formula for turning pain into power. The real question isn't just whether this movie will be a hit, but what kind of conversation a story like this is trying to start in the real world.